Dear colleagues, hello to everyone. My name is Shahin Hasanov. I am head of Department on Information Research and Technologies. Today, my presentation will cover the strategy which we have created in 2007. On simple example, I would like to show dependence publishing parliamentary data and reports from the level of digital transformation on simple example. In 2007, we created strategy, which you can see on the slide. As you see, there are a lot of rectangles here. The rectangles, inside of the rectangles was written name of the software. The color shows the state of the software. For example, green, it means it is conditionally, because on that time when we created, we saw green, it is mean we have done everything. But later we saw we changed on every software which show in green. But on that time, green means the software is finished. We have done any changes. Yellow means this application must integrate it to each other. We have to reconstruct them. The red applications, we have to develop them. Rectangle without color means this application which we have to create in long-term further. On others day, we had IT infrastructure, electronic voting system, programmers devices, good IT team, and the main thing we have conference management system, which allow us to get flow action from the meeting. And important thing is this software, this system was developed in house of the Milli Majlis of the Republic of Azerbaijan. On a base, this strategy, we step by step started implementing our strategy and expand our research. As I say, in 2006, we have already had audio files of the meeting with length of 20 minutes for the stenographer, full audio of meeting or plenary session. At the same time, we had a list of the speaker on draft bill. In 2007, we add audio files of speaker, MPs and guests or government officials on draft bills. In 2008, we add to our research text of the draft bill. In 2009, we add text of draft bill on first, second, and third readings. In 2010, we add a company document of the bills. At the same time, we add video files of meetings, which include committee and plenary meeting. On a base these days, we developed several applications. This application, a very button record, a agenda, a minutes, a legislation information tracking systems. This is in our strategy was in green line, in green rectangle, but we changed it at all. And at the same time, we developed local website with interesting features. Today, I don't have opportunity to show all applications, but I'll try to show some of them. But before moving on this application, I would like to show reports or a paper version of minutes or plenary session, and I would like, based on it, to show the dependence report from the level of digital information. During this process, we noticed our paper version of minutes was very short. I think the main reason was time, because after the meeting, minutes of meeting must be ready for signature. That's why they try to prepare for this report. The report was consists the heading, the name of the whole which meeting took place, the name of chairman, the list list of the guests, name of the position, governmental officials, agenda of the meeting. This information which I listed here were known in advance. Only they waiting for decision about the bills. If the meeting, during the meeting, which will adopted or not, they added this information here and the report was read. But we saw we can expand the paper for version of the paper because of our conference management system. We add to the system special feature which would print a minutes of meeting automatically after the meeting and expand the context of the meeting. As you see, new version of paper version of the meeting, heading, meeting, and date time. We add here number of MPs attending meeting, result of registration. The same time we add here name of MPs who spoke on this bill, and the result of voting with proposal, who say how many people say yes, no, etc. We did it for every bills. And as a result, we get meeting minutes, which are printed out by the system automatically. This version of the minute was more informative than previous. But now about the application. I say our first report was a verbatim record. It was our first application on publishing parliamentary procedure. As you see on this display, this is our last plenary meeting where this is registration, this is discussion about the agenda, this is agenda which was discussed here. Our report, real-time report. Because when an MP stopped speaking, his speech appeared here on the system. He is available on the system. Everybody can listen to us. Near the link to the audio, you see the video. In despite that this video link appears here in 2019, but we can watch video of MPs who was talk on this. But in despite that I say it appears in 2009, in previous research I show that video recording we began to write here from 2010. As you see, as 2010 we also have a list of speakers, and at the same time we have video here acceptable for everybody. We can just run video and you will see her speech of the guests. This is our Ministry of Budget. As you see here, we have the link to his text of his speech. All links appear here no immediately. Audio files, I say it is a real report time. It's appeared immediately when microphone stopped. Audio video of the speaker appears the next day. But text of the link to the text of the speech appears here later, about months or 2 months later, because it is made manual. I say our method of publishing parliamentary process is very high because no need any conversation, and we can hear the speech several times in original version. This same time, this method is effective because no staff to involve this process. At the same time, it is very easy organized search, for example, by Akhundov's MPs. She was elected on third, fourth, fifth elections. That's why she appeared here. And you can see in 2006, we didn't have any information. We had just her name and the time how many she was told. But at the end 2010, you see where he appears, the link, video link to her speech. But at the same time, we have search by the word in title of the bill. For example, if we try to find some law bill related with Brazil, I saw there is such bills. It is about opening Azerbaijan embassy in Brazil. At the same time, we can watch and listen speech of the committee chairman. Our next report was a minute. It was second minute at a minute of the plenary meetings. This is also application, include all meetings, previous elections, fourth, fifth, fifth. This is session number, this is a number of meetings and the date which is include all minutes. We call the minutes of the meeting. This is a link to the full of the video. We can watch, I don't know what, but we can watch here all video. This is a name where the meeting took place. This is the date. This is who was speaker of this, who was chairman of the meeting, how many MPs was discussed. This is here sitting actions, voting result, this is proposal, how MPs was voted. This is a speaker who was talk about the agenda. Here also we can watch and listen any MPs here. In this side, this is accompanying document of the MPs, and accompanying document includes cover letter from the legislative initiatives body, the text of the draft legislation, decision of appropriate committee, and other kind of document, for example, reports, memorandums, agreements. There are types, 31 types of the document it can include. At the same time, in this side, you see all status which about the bill, but this shows these bills were adopted. But here can be a different situation. For example, if watch meetings which was happening in 2019, you see they are different. What is mean? Main things, our application is dynamics. During the meeting exchange. For example, if the meeting began, this is means this bill has not considered yet. This sign shows the discussion began, MP is talking. This discussion shows that the discussion has completed initiatives body need to some consultations. That's why they stop discussion and they needed some consultation. It will be this bill will be considered later, or the bill adopted. The two last items shows in this case, in the cases when one agenda was considered 2 and more sessions, meetings. And it shows the law was discussed at previous meetings, but it shows this, it was adopted in previous meetings. I'll show here, let's change the protocol a minute, as you show you the result of agendas and everything. Let's return to the video. I show the link to the audio file of the meeting. You can see the text of the read as it is. And in 2019, we add here video of the speakers, and I show you we can watch any meeting with this video. In future, we would like to bind MP's speech with his voting result in order to show how MPs was voted on this side. It is very easy. In this case, this list will be very easy to scan, because if I need, or investigators need to read only people who say no for this bill, by color he can define who will say and listen and watch her speech. And main thing, our minutes of the meeting is ready for signature. And we need just a sign, and in future, I think it will be like that, and chairman will be sign electronically this application. As a result, our A-minute is a dynamic application. A-minutes include full information about the meeting. This is include all agenda with all documentation, accompanying documentation. It includes flow action. This is MPs and guest speech in a form audio, video, or and text version. And it can be signed electronically with electronic sign. As an end, I would like to tell you, I think we now consider to create a very different form of minutes because our conference management system supports that. I hope in future I will show a different form of minutes. Thank you for attention. All our presentation related with this method available on the website, which on the top of the slide. Thank you for attention.